bo wiedzie biały węgorz. Chemia party, chce na narty. To tyle kurwa mać, ile jeszcze będzie trwał.
In 1921, Burgenland formally joined Austria. Before that, it had been part of Hungary. And after the collapse of the Habsburg monarchy, Austro-Hungarian Empire, there was this debate whether it should remain with Hungary or go to Austria. That was up for debate, and only in 1921, it formally joined Austria. So this is actually Hungarian land. Well, not anymore, but over 100 years ago, it was actually Hungary. Sorta. Because it was inhabited mostly by German and Croatian-speaking farmers. And so it's always been kind of torn between, I think, the nationalities, I suppose. Now, currently, Burgenland is Austria's poorest state, statistically anyway. If it looks like it, I'll let you judge. Now, we're not in the capital, we're not in any kind of famous area of Burgenland. We're actually in Stegersbach, which is a tiny little city. I don't even know if it's a city, but it's got all the amenities of a city. Well, I can tell you one thing which Stegersbach is famous for, and that is golf. Because they actually have a golf court here, and I drove past it. Apart from that, it's known for their spas. But the city itself, or the town I rather say, is pretty underwhelming, honestly. Now let's actually explore it a little bit, because you might be interested how a city in eastern Austria looks like, right? Let me show you. You know, people talk a lot about safety of countries and how safe it is. I'll tell you how safe Austria is. Here some random guy left his car with all his belongings open, and he probably went inside of some buildings. He doesn't care, because nothing's gonna happen here. And if something were to happen, the guy would be caught immediately, because I think I have now 10 eyes on me, lurking from all sorts of windows. What the hell I'm doing here? Who am I? What am I doing here? Oh my god. I might just actually get questioned what I'm doing here. So, a very safe place. A very safe place. Actually, it's probably one of the most safest places you will ever encounter. I guarantee you that. I don't think you know Austria like this. No, there are no big mountains here, there are no big lakes here. This is just normal. No, we don't live in mountain chalets. We actually live like this most of the time. It's pretty neat, isn't it? I don't think we can see anything here, honestly. I can't even go for a coffee because today's Sunday and no coffee shop here in the center is working. So I can't even do that. Now, I mentioned previously that Burgenland is the poorest, in quotes, state of Austria, statistically in terms of income of people and wealth generally. But I tell you, being the worst state or the poorest state of Austria is still pretty damn good. You know, you don't have people suffering here, you don't have any kind of bad roads or bad buildings. It's all really nicely taken care of. And again, we're here in some random town, like no tourist is ever gonna come down here if they, you know, let them escape from their prison, that is their hotels and all-inclusive spa resorts, then they might just stroll down here, but they probably never go in these side streets. They will never end up here. So yeah, this is how it looks, and I'll let you be the judge. Does this look poor to you? Does this look underdeveloped to you? I don't think it does. This guy was almost driving into this wall here when he saw me with the camera. You really do. Look at that, the next guy looking at me. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? What am I doing? It's a pretty neat building, isn't it? Look at that, how nice is it? Oh my god, that's a particularly nice one. Well, over there, after this bus, there is the main square again where I started the video. And that will be the tour of Burgenland, I suppose. Just kidding. Tour of Stegersbach. We will continue on. I'll find something interesting, don't worry. No random bus driver is ever gonna greet you in New York City or Vienna or any kind of big metropolis. Here in the provinces, you greet everybody, because if you don't do that, you're not raised well. You don't have any manners. So, if you go to rural Austria, greet everybody. Pro tip. I'm really sorry to disappoint you, but actually I did not come here just to film a video. Actually I came here to do some business. So that actually got me the idea of making a video. But I decided, you know what, it's actually a good video to make, because people, they don't know about this stuff. They don't know, they don't care. And this is €2 for a freaking bottle of mineral water. That's a freaking scam, man. Not in your dreams, not in your dreams. And I don't even have the good iced tea here. What is this? Come on. I'm honest. Be glad if you can actually get something on a Sunday in the provinces of Austria. No supermarkets are open, hardly any restaurants and cafes. Be grateful for vending machines. See all the people looking at me? Oh my gosh, this is cringe. Everybody stopped eating or drinking whatever they did and looked at me. I will go through with it now. So this is it. This is a little tour of Stegersbach. It's a pretty uninspiring little city. But I suppose it's very nice to live. You got great quality of living here for sure, so that's why people decide to live around it. But here in the center, there's hardly anything going on. So let's actually move on to our second little adventure. See, that's stuff you will never encounter in America. The street like, yeah, that's an actual street here. Who built it like that? I don't know. That guy's driving around with a golf cart. I told you it's about golf here. Hardly believe that, huh? And this looks very much like Hungary. If you ever traveled through Hungary in the rural areas, they have a lot of villages that are built on the side of the road forever and ever. And this is no different in Burgenland, because some of these houses were Hungarian houses at one point. I pulled up here quickly because I want to show you this is the real 100,000% Austria rural experience. You have a cute church up there, up the hill with a graveyard. You have one gas station with a closed shop. You have one grocery store, which is also closed today on Sunday, and you have a fire department. Now I gave you a complete tour of this village. Now we can move on. But this is how it is in a lot of villages around Austria. Okay, we now made it to the amazing little village of Oberwart. Grüß, yeah, that means hello. Let's see what we can explore in Oberwart. I don't think all that much. There's always something interesting to find everywhere. Doesn't matter the most remote village. Here you have some random like stuff on the wall. It's interesting. It looks like Beethoven. Some beer advertisement and peep jeans for some reason. But here I am in the center of Oberwart and there's absolutely nothing to do. So let's move on to where I actually want to go. And look, there's a kid playing and it ignored me. I have to go right into the Triftberg Street. Alright, let's go. Let's go. I tell you, this is a hidden gem I'm showing you. If I don't get a flat tire going there, but it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be worth it. It's funny, I only encountered 3 persons today, and one of them wanted to probably question me what the hell I was doing in their village. I'm gonna be curious what happens when I end up where I go now. Ugh. Good thing I didn't wash my car today. Whew, thankfully not here. Should have taken the Hilux for this trip. Where the fuck am I going? No, for real, I am totally unsure this is the right path. We're literally in the middle of the woods. Yeah, there have been floodings apparently because it was raining the past 2 weeks almost non-stop. I shouldn't have taken the Mercedes. Should have taken my Hilux. Ah. No way! There is a sign! And a car! Kulinarik am Teich! We're almost there! Yes! I knew it existed! And we're almost there. I did not lie to you. I did not. Oh! Jesus! Awesome. It's totally my fault though. So here I am. I wanted to have a nice little coffee here because a friend of mine recommended me this place. Finally got around here, and guess what? It's not open today. Only till 4. And it's 6:30. But look at that. Doesn't this look very cute? This looks very cute. Very tastefully done with the wood and the little fountains next to the real lake. I like it. Ooh. This bridge is almost underwater. This for sure was underwater. But not anymore. Ooh, it's pretty damp. Hopefully I'm not gonna go to swim today. Not prepared for that. I love lakes. I mean, I love the scenery, the environment, the birds singing, and it's just beautiful. It doesn't matter if it's a really small one like that or whatever, Lake Michigan, you know, it doesn't matter. They're all pretty cool. Are there even more houses? Huh. There are a lot of countries where there are a lot of abandoned buildings and people go and explore those. In Austria that's really hard because we just take them down and build something instead, usually. Such is the case here. They repaired it. Schritt fahren. He's very good German. Very good, very good. It's probably some fisherman's club. Very creative posing, I have to say. That's what's been making the noise. Alright, just a pump. It's almost a fountain in Geneva. Alright, let's actually go. I've seen enough. I will be back. Here you see all the earth material slid down. And that little creek was, I think, almost a little river from the floods. Very bad, very bad. Oh, crap. And here you see a toilet in Burgenland. Alright. Public toilet, high tech. I don't know if it has Wi-Fi though. Alright. God, it stinks, man. Very useful to clean off my shoes.
Wer hat an der Uhr gedreht? Ist es wirklich schon so spät?
Ja, manchmal schlimme Sachen, über die wir trotzdem lachen. Denn du bist, wir kennen dich, doch nur Farb und Pinselstrich.
Alright, I gotta check that out. Jesus, it's beautiful. It's called Rotenturm, Schloss Rotenturm, Castle Rotenturm, which literally translates to Red Tower. Is it open? I doubt it, no, it's closed. I mean, that would have been crazy to let somebody just walk in there. It's probably privately owned and stuff. But man, look at it. This wall looks like the Kremlin. Castle Road, die Schlösserstraße, which translates to Castle Street. So along this road there must be many castles, but this one is for sure one of the nicest. I mean, this could be anywhere in France, in Italy, in England. But didn't you expect to find that in Burgenland, right? How cool is that? How cool is that? Look, English is so unimportant here. They wrote it in German, in Hungarian, in Croatian, and in Romanian. Freaking hell, why not in English? I mean, but whatever, right? What's that? Man, that's making a racket. Ich mered ahead to a bed. So they made something to learn Hungarian here. How cool is that? I did not expect to get a Hungarian lecture today, but now I can say Ich mered ahead to a bed.
Watching the ships roll in. Then I watch.
I finally found some Hungarian language. Közszékháza means Gemeindeamt, municipality. So as you see, this is in both languages, Hungarian and German. Finally, because after all, I mean, this was Hungary. So for sure here, ethnically Hungarian people live. I mean, obviously, past generations have all been Austrian, and you know, growing up in whole Austria system and all that, but they still kept here their language. Voda, Nepiškola. That's interesting, isn't it? Let's check out this memorial. This is completely in Hungarian. All Hungarian. As you see there, First World War from 1914 to 1918, and those are all people probably that died in the First World War, and this is 39 to 45, the Second World War. And they all got Hungarian names like György, János, István, Horváth. Those are like typical Hungarian names, and they still obviously live on. Just now they're Austrian citizenship and not Hungarian anymore. This looks like a very Hungarian dude. Well, this is an interesting little village. How have I never checked it out? So as I said, we're on our way to Oberwart, which is the capital of this county. And right now we're here in Unterwart. Yeah, as you see, they try to keep the culture and tradition. And it's in the three languages again: Hungarian, Croatian, Romanian. So you probably also have some Roma families living here, and you know, those are the Romanian kind of side, and then you have the Croatian farmers who moved here, and the German, the Austrian speaking. And of course, they all speak their languages, but they also speak German, because in Austria this is how we speak. And when you come across some maybe ethnically Croatian people, you will not be able to distinguish their German from others, but they will probably still speak Croatian just fine. So it's interesting to me. In a small country like Austria, that we have such stuff. It's pretty interesting. Alzura. Alzura. Or Alzura. Hungarian is not an easy language. I tell you so much. Look, they even have here the street names in German and in Hungarian. Alright, goodbye Alzura. Even said Visan Sharo on the ending of the village, so that was pretty neat as well. So here you see the beautiful city of Oberwart. Here is what Oberwart is mostly famous for: schools and some industry. And here it says zweisprachiges Bundesgymnasium. That means it's being taught in 2 languages, I suppose, Hungarian and German. Yep. So there you go. There's still some, as you see, influence of Hungary here. Freundliche Bedienung. Friendly service. Because that's something you can actually advertise with in Austria. So right now I am here in the capital of the Bezirk of the county Oberwart. And I don't know if it's really something all that interesting. This you can be called a city for sure. I mean, that's the first thing in this video you probably will call a city. But actually I want to show you the pretty part, which is here. They made this park, which was previously just a bunch of gravel and some trees. I mean, the trees were here before, but that park has been made, I think, last year, and people seem to enjoy it. Why did they think it was a good idea to build this stupid, big, ugly apartment block in the middle of the city? I don't know. But they did. The kids ignoring me. Jesus. So many different languages spoken in this little square here. Alright, I now heard German, Romanian, Russian right now. I didn't hear any Croatian, or maybe I heard. I did hear some Turkish or Arabic language. So this is a very multicultural place, as you see. This is how I look walking around here. No wonder I'm the center of attention here. Now, honestly, that is for sure the most interesting part of this city. There's really nothing more I can show you. Here's another memorial of Second World War and First World War. Hallo.
Was ist das?
Die Kamera. Noch ein Video über die Stadt.
Mach dich.
Ja, ich mache ein Foto, ja. Also Video. Cheers. The children were pretty friendly, but I think they belonged to those guys over there, and they weren't really liking what I did, so I'm gonna bail out of here. You know, talking to their kids randomly with a camera, it is pretty weird, I suppose. So, I think that is pretty much it for this video from Burgenland. Honestly, this city, I can't really show you much. I mean, I could wander back there. I would look at a bunch of closed shops and restaurants, and that is it really. So nothing all that interesting to you. This one is the city hall, pretty nice building. They renovated it not long ago. That, I don't know. But those are probably the most exciting buildings in this whole city. So, Oberwart is a city. It exists. People live here, people work here. And I suppose it's a pretty good place to live. But you don't really need to see it, do you? So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I showed you the nice sides of Burgenland and the normal ones, because I don't think there are any bad sides. I mean, there are certainly boring sides, but that doesn't always mean that it's bad. So I will leave you with this amazing view of Oberwart, magnificent architecture here. I'm sure this is how you picture Austria is. Yeah, I hope you found this video entertaining, interesting, shit. Let me know down below. Well, I hope you didn't find it shit. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.